Yeah, that's right, I'm not done talking about Super Mario Odyssey yet. I'm hyped, damn it. If you're like me, you saw some things in the trailers that reminded you of the older stuff. Some things obvious and some not so obvious. Here's 8 things that I found in Super Mario Odyssey that directly reference Mario's classic titles. Say, have you ever wanted to aggregate all of your Nintendo Switch news and discussions? Well, look no further than the Nintendo Switch Amino community. Use it to stay up to date on Nintendo news or get your posts seen by other like-minded nerds. You even get rewards just for checking in. Share fan art, memes, or just opinions. For example, I'm a huge Switch fan, but I'm not interested in ARMS at all. So I made a poll seeing if anybody else feels the same way. And you can go over there right now and vote on that poll. Also, leave a comment. I'm gonna try to be as active in there as possible. To give Amino a try, download links are in the description. Download the app first, and I'll try to also leave a link to my poll down there. So after you download the app, come back and click the link to the poll, unless you just see it in the app. And make sure you use the link in the description so you're getting the right thing. I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can that isn't too obvious. If I leave anything out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. First off, do you remember Mips? That annoying little pain-in-the-ass rabbit that you have to chase down in Super Mario 64 and squeeze a star out of him? Well, he's back. It might not be Mips, but it's some sort of rabbit that you have to chase down and grab an important item from. This same scenario made an appearance in Mario 3D World, where you have to chase down the rabbit to grab a power-up or a green star. In Luncheon Kingdom, it looks like you can just straight up pull a turnip out of the ground and hold over your head, presumably to throw at stuff. In this short clip, it looks like Mario's trying to throw it at this Mips-looking bunny, which would crush it. This is, of course, a throwback to the US version of Mario 2, or the Japanese Doki Doki Panic. This is something we haven't seen as an active item in a mainline Mario game since then. And for good reason, Mario 2 was not good. If you've seen the trailer at all, you've probably noticed this throwback to my all-time favorite game, the original Super Mario Bros. They took a page right out of A Link Between Worlds and allow you to walk into a wall and enter a 2-dimensional world. In order to progress, you have to make it through a tiny little 2D Mario level. One neat little detail is that every outfit in the game has been recreated in sprite form, including all of Mario's 2D animations. That's pretty neat. In the original Super Mario Bros. Game, it takes 1 hit to die, 2 if you have a mushroom already. Super Mario 64 was the first mainline Mario game to have a health wheel. Super Mario Odyssey's health system is most closely related to Super Mario Galaxy's health system, in that your health meter allows for 3 hits. But this system doesn't throw back to just Galaxy. It throws back to Mario 3, and every game after that. Most bosses and mini-bosses take 3 hits to die. In Super Mario Odyssey and Galaxy, Mario has adopted that health system. I guess you could say that Mario is a boss now. You hear that, Matt Pat? I'm giving you ideas. Give me money. Fuzzies made an appearance in Super Mario World, and for some reason, whenever I see them in a modern Mario game, I'm surprised. Even though they've been in a lot of Mario games since then. They're kind of a staple to the franchise now. But they were never in 64, Sunshine, or even the first Galaxy, which are the games that Odyssey is most closely related to. So there you go, throwback. You may have noticed that the mayor of New Donk City is looking very familiar. That would be Mayor Pauline, Mario's ex-girlfriend from the original Donkey Kong. It looks like they still have a healthy relationship, so that's good. It's implied that a disaster occurred, and as mayor, Pauline helped rebuild New Donk City. I'd be willing to bet that disaster was of the giant gorilla type. Additionally, the theme song for Super Mario Odyssey is sung by Pauline herself. We've seen Pauline since Donkey Kong, but she has never appeared in any mainline Mario games. Only Mario vs. Donkey Kong offshoots. I'd imagine that her and Peach probably don't get along too well. I've compared Mario's new hat, Cappy, to the Flood in Super Mario Sunshine, in that it's a new ability that is also a little companion. Just like in Sunshine, you can use this little guy to clean up goop that looks very familiar. Sunshine got a lot of crap for this, but I quite enjoyed that part. It was very therapeutic. It's like trying to pop all the bubbles on bubble wrap. I don't know if that has any place in a video game, but here's something that I didn't catch at first. Some of Mario's outfits in the trailers are throwbacks to old obscure outfits he's worn in some spin-off games. You have his P-Cross 2 outfit, Mario Cross Kicks, which I've actually never heard of before, Yoshi's Cookie, and NES Open Tournament Golf. I'd assume there's many more where those came from too. So that's all the references that I noticed. But what do you guys think? Is there any that I left out? Leave in the comments below, at me on Twitter, all this other social media garbage. While you're at it, don't forget about that poll over on the Nintendo Switch Amiibo. Be my friend, message me on there if you have any questions, comments, or anything. Don't forget we have new videos every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and sometimes Saturday. Wednesday nights is Wulff Den Live. Join us for the live podcast every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, where you can hang out with us, talk to us there. After those live streams, I doodle on Twitch, where I am now a Twitch affiliate. And if you sub to me on there, you get yourself a nice little sketch card. As always, the most important things that you can do is subscribe and share this video with a friend who is into the retro stuff, but isn't sold on a Switch yet. I know that type. It's like you're gonna get the thing anyway. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Have yourselves a good week.